We are live.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee with the Librarian. My name is Erica Ware. I'm the branch manager here at Forest Park, and I'm here to introduce Scott Parham and it's Coffee with the Librarian. We do have some upcoming programs that are this week actually. We are having a Congresswoman Kid Williams coming in on Friday from 4 to 6. So if you have any questions for your local Congresswoman, she will be here from 4 to 6 on Friday with her staff. And we also have on Monday, December 12th, a benefits outreach that is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So if you have any needs as far as benefits or assistance getting food, come on out to that too. So I'm going to hand it over to Scott.
Thank you, Erica. Good morning. Once again, I am Scott Parham, the Interim Director for the Clayton County Library System. And welcome again to another episode of Coffee with a Librarian. We are at the lovely Forest Park branch. It is a little rainy today, but we will proceed, and I look forward to responding and answering some questions from the community. What we have, Kim?
Good morning, Director Scott. Our first question is, what drives you to continue to do good in the community?
What drives me to do good in the community? I think it's the need or the needs of the community. I pride myself and have always prided myself as a professional to do the best that I can do. And over the years, that pride has carried over or has transitioned to realizing that when you do good for others and when you provide for others, that it fills you up. And so understanding and recognizing and knowing that our community has needs that we are fulfilling drives me and continues to drive me to want to do good for our community.
Our next question is, over the past week, Clayton County IT department did digital equity classes at the headquarters branch. This particular patron missed that class and wanted to know what they can do or who can do anything about getting more classes there more frequently, so there's more opportunities to make those classes.
Absolutely. In addition to the classes that are being held at the headquarters location, we also have the same classes at some of our other branches. But what we can do is work with IT and try to get a calendar or a schedule of classes that are held more frequently at headquarters. But again, it's dependent upon their resources and their availability to have those. But we'll definitely reach out to them to see if we can get more at headquarters.
This question came from our Ask the Librarian site. The question is, sorry, I lost my page. The question is, what is the protocol for having a book put into the Clayton County system?
Okay. We do have, through our collection development policy, a section on local author submissions or just author submissions. And it spells out exactly the criteria that we are requiring or requesting for folks to have their books or their works added to the collection. Off the top of my head, don't quote me because I probably can't remember all of the criteria, but I do remember we would like to have that book or that work of art or that work, one, to have reviews. And these are professional reviews, not necessarily by Amazon or reviewers like that, but Kirkus and some of the other choice reviews to make sure that someone's had a set of eyes on it and can kind of vouch for it. We also would like to have that item cataloged, at least cataloged through OCLC, or have a cataloging record existing for that work of art. If not, then our librarians at Clayton County would have to do an original catalog for that item, and that can be time and labor intensive. So those are two of the things right off the top of my head that are involved with that.
Our next question is the holidays are coming up and the hours normally change for the branches. Is that so, or will you continue to do 9 to 9?
We will have adjusted holiday hours. And again, off the top of my head, I can't quote all the hours, but I do know leading into, I think we're closed Friday before Christmas, and we will be on 8 to 5 earlier in the week leading up to it. And we will have some 8 to 5 schedules following Christmas, because we will have a short week leading into the New Year's Day holiday as well. So the hours will be posted on our website, so please pay attention, and I'm sure that through the social media, we'll also post what our holiday hours will be.
The regular schedule will go back into effect on the 3rd of January.
Yes, and we will resume regular hours on the 3rd of January after New Year's Eve. Not New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's see if we have any questions.
Nothing yet.
Okay. All right, and that will conclude my questions for today. Do you have any questions for the librarian?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, you hold it. Kim.
Okay, I'm from Florida. I just did 12 years in prison. I took my last $200, got on the Greyhound bus with the $60 I had in cash, moved up here, just to start fresh, man. Single father with 3 kids from the same girl. I was with her 14 years. I tried to go bunch of probation and messed up. And I got out free, and here I am just trying to get some closure, start fresh. I live my life as a young black married American man. Stay out of trouble, take one day at a time, and if anything y'all can lead me to, give me some help or keep me out of trouble or have me grasp on in life, I'm asking for any kind of closure from y'all.
Sure. You're in a good spot. The library has a lot of resources that the community can take part in. On our website, we have a link called One Clayton. And through One Clayton, it's a listing of a lot of resources that the county provides. Housing, food, transportation, a lot of the social services. So I would suggest when we get finished here, talking to one of the librarians here, if you haven't already had a chance to. Okay. Also, get you set up with a library card. So library card is free. You can sign up, get a card, and there are a lot of resources online that they can hook you into. And other thing is just stay uplifted. Holiday season for a lot of folks can be challenging, especially if they're away from loved ones, whatnot. But stay uplifted, and like I said, you're in a good spot. The library is here, and we've got a lot of good resources that you can take advantage of. All right, good luck to you guys.
Okay. Another question that I have here is, what are some classes, like fitness classes, because there used to be fitness classes online during COVID?
Right.
What are some fitness classes that are now allowed at any of the branches, not just headquarters?
That's a good question. I think we need to start that up again. I know the Riverdale staff used to have a fitness session during COVID, and I would be more than happy to look back into offering that, not just virtual, but in person as well. We've got some meeting spaces in some of our locations, and maybe we can start bringing folks back in and start having some in-person fitness, Zumba. I know at one point we were in partnership with someone to come and teach Zumba, and we'll have to circle back around to see if we can make that happen. Yeah, that's a wonderful idea.
That's all the questions that I have.
Yeah, we haven't got anything.
Is there anything that you'd like to give us a head up on?
Not necessarily heads up on, but I think one of the questions came in, if not this morning, through another episode. And the question was more along the lines of, what book have I read that has kind of inspired me or pushed me to do things in Excel? And it's really difficult to identify one book. And one misnomer that a lot of folks have is that they think that librarians, since we're around books all day, that we have the opportunity to read them. That's not actually the case. And so I have done a lot of reading in my day. I mean, personally, I'm not a big self-help reader, but I do take nuggets of scenarios from real life situations and try to apply them. And I think, we all have a common thread. We all have common experiences. We all at some point in our lives will suffer loss. We all at some point will suffer disappointment, adversity. And it's how you respond to that. And a lot of times you're put in situations where you don't know where to turn. You don't have the resources, or you don't know folks who can point you in the right direction. And some of that has come from just books that I've read. Albeit they may be fictional, they may be nonfiction, but I think there's something that you can glean or something that you can pull from those experiences of others that help guide you to make the best decisions for you. So, yeah. Any titles of books? It's hard to pull. I used to read a lot of Walter Mosley, a lot of poems by Langston Hughes, Richard Wright, and so coming up high school, early college days, those were really books that kind of inspired me and kind of showed me different aspects of life. And again, later on in life, again, just reading a lot of fiction, a lot of things, again, trying to stimulate the mind, get the mind to thinking, looking at things from a different perspective, because a lot of times things aren't always what they seem on paper. You have to kind of look behind what's directly in front of you to see the real message behind that. So.
Just checking to see if we have any comments. We do not have any comments right now, so I guess that will conclude our edition.
Okay, well, if we don't see you again before the holidays, everyone please have a safe, blessed holiday season, and we will see you again on another episode of Coffee with the Librarian. Thank you very much. Bye now.